This is part 5 of uh, my commentary to President Obama's program, My Brother's Keeper, which I agree with 1,000,000%. And I left off on Charles Dutton, the actor, also going to Yale Drama School like Lupita, and getting a second chance after doing a long stretch in prison. And he was also in a film called Rudy. He's like, he's like the guy that is kind of gives Rudy that, you can do it. You can do it. You can defy the odds. And then he had a sitcom for about 1 or 2 years that got canceled, and I can't remember the name of that. But he had worked, and I haven't seen him work in a long time. I think he did also a miniseries, something on the corner on the block. I caught 1 or 2 of the episodes, and I didn't watch that full thing. He was working, he was doing something. I haven't seen him in a long time, but that man needs to work also. He's a good actor. But he's lived the streets. He's an example. But if you're a white dude and listening to this, and you're a leader, and you don't know what I'm talking about, that's the problem. You need to watch the film Slam. You need to watch the film First Time Felon. You need to read Tavis's article. You need to say, I'm going to look at this with an open mind because that's not my lifestyle, but I need to understand Americans. These are Americans. And they're not just a little bit of Americans. There are a lot of Americans like this that are not just black, they're brown. So thank you, President Obama, not just for saying black, but you're putting brown in there, and Tavis is putting brown, and I noticed that the Dream Defenders also, they're putting brown in there. They're not just saying black. This is a black problem. It's a black and a brown problem. But really, it's a black, brown, and poor white man problem, because the poor white man has the exact same problem. But the poor white man is controlled by the rich white man. You know what I mean? It's a little bit, they have a little bit more of an edge than the poor black and the poor brown. But and then in Lupita's speech, and she said it also on Kelly, they discussed it, she's winning the award on somebody's tragedy. And that she didn't forget that. And it's like, makes us remember, yeah, you're an actor, but that's somebody's real life, dude. I mean, my gosh, imagine that. Imagine to live like that. Sometimes, because I've been on the opposite end of, in LA, it's a black and brown problem, man. And it's like, I've been looked at by black gang members as Hispanic. Not a name, not a nothing, but just that I'm brown. We're black. We don't like you. And it can be a violent situation, man. I mean, oh my gosh, I've had incidents, dude. And I tried to write a letter to Oprah, and I tried to write an email. I was trying to cover everything, and I kept sending that email every Monday, and nobody ever. They just said they received my email. Of course, no one's gonna. There's a black man trying to run for president, and the other kids. He said, dude, they're not gonna want to deal with that problem, dude. You have a black man trying to run for president, man. They don't want to deal with that issue right now. But I'm like, this issue has to be dealt with, dude. I mean, it's boiling over. And at that time, 2008, with the blacks and the browns, man. Oh my gosh, it's dangerous in LA to be. A black man or a brown dude in a certain neighborhood, dude. Oh my gosh, man. I almost got my truck ripped. I mean, dude, I thought I was gonna get shot, dude, straight off, man. I got, and it's like, at least the dude saw I was, you know what, this dude's good. We're not gonna do that to him. And I'm like, oh, dude. I had another one where a dude just basically said, you're lucky. This was gonna not be nice, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh my god. But I realize it doesn't make me hate him, it makes me understand the environment and to know he's looking at me as, because he's an oppressed man in his environment, and that is alpha male oppression.